After this program, the new registrar of the Polytechnic, Mrs. She's already smiling, Aderonke Olufunke Ige, just appointed. You will need to speak with her after this. The deputy rector, I'm sure you are very familiar with that face, Barrister Olasokanmi Longe. He was one of us before he transferred fully into academics. The rector himself, look at him. Look at him very well. You won't know it's the person. I'm made bold to introduce him because I'm very proud of him. He's very intelligent. Dr. Abdulaziz Abdul Lawal. This man is also a lawyer like the deputy. You can imagine we are all legally minded here. So having said that, the rector will now take over fully. Rector, sir.
Thank you very much. You are all welcome to this occasion. The rector's speech at the LASPOTECH 28th Convocation Press Conference on Monday, 28th February 2012 in the Council Chambers of the Lagos State Polytechnic. Good morning to you all, the stakeholders and good friends of the Polytechnic. I am delighted to welcome you to the 28th Convocation Press Conference of the Polytechnic of Excellence. Currently, we run 52 duly accredited programs in 32 departments, cutting across the schools of agriculture, engineering, environmental studies, technology, and management and business studies, both at national and higher national diploma levels. All the schools except management and business studies are located on the permanent campus of the institution at Ikorodu. Since our vision is to be a polytechnic of excellence, offering world-class educational services, and our mission is to produce skilled manpower for commerce and industry, using modern facilities and competent personnel for the benefit of all. Our programs are well designed for the growth of the Nigerian economy, and our graduates have contributed immensely to the growth of the economy, especially in the areas of commerce, technology, and engineering. We jealously guide our excellent position. In fact, we are the only polytechnic in Nigeria that is currently enjoying the membership and support of the African Network of Scientific and Technological Institutions, ANSTI. Equally, we have achieved our giant strides in the areas of research, human resources development, and continual provision of enabling environment. Our permanent site at Ikorodu represents an ideal academic environment for teaching, research, and consultancy. This can be attributed majorly to the support from the governor of the state, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, SAN, who readily and timely supports and sustains our position of excellence. Gentlemen of the press, I am also happy to inform you that the Lagos State Polytechnic will be graduating 5,510 students across all our schools, and they are fully exposed to the challenges of life because of the entrepreneurial and ICT skills acquired in the course of their training. At this junction, let me acquaint you with the 28th convocation programs. There will be an interdenominational service on Wednesday, 22nd February 2012 at the Ikorodu campus of the Polytechnic in the School of Engineering Lecture Theatre, Ikorodu campus by 12 noon. On Thursday, 23rd February 2012, there will be students program by 12 noon at the Students Activities Center and a football match later in the day by 12 p.m. by 12 noon at the football pitch on Ikorodu campus. The convocation Juma service will take place on Friday, 24th February 2012 at the Ikorodu campus mosque by 1 p.m. On Saturday, 3rd March 2012, convocation of fellows of Lagos State Polytechnic and alumni dinners to cultural show is planned there at the Lagos Sheraton Hotel and Towers, Ikeja, for 6:30 p.m. The convocation lecture, titled Entrepreneurship Startup Cost and Financing Opportunities, will hold on Tuesday, 6th March 2012 at the School of Engineering Lecture Theatre, Ikorodu campus by 12 noon. The lecture will be delivered by Mr. P.C. Onosoya, MDCU First Bank PLC, who is also one of our alumni. Then the main event, the convocation ceremony proper, will hold on Thursday, 8th March 2012 by 10 a.m. at the convocation ground on the Ikorodu campus. In addition, during this convocation ceremony, there will also be awards for fellowships, and we have identified 2 eminent Nigerians for these awards. We are referring to Professor Yakubu, the ETF Executive Secretary, and Mr. P.C. Onobanjo, Mr. P.C. Onosoya, the MD and the Chief Executive Officer of First Bank Nigeria PLC. I must reiterate the fact that our graduates are computer literate because of the existence of compulsory computer education in our curriculum and the establishment of digital centers on all the campuses where all our students are daily exposed to ICT and modern computer usage. We have also added the teaching of entrepreneurship education to encourage self-employment and impact positively on the nation's technological development. I thank you all for your support, your constructive criticisms, and most importantly, for your love and understanding. And on behalf of the Polytechnic community, I express profound appreciation for being part of this history of Lagos State Polytechnic. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Briefly, I've told you, the rector will still have some minutes for questions. Questions, please, from our side. Don't be afraid, we are ready for you.
You said the honorary award will be bestowed on the 2 eminent Nigerians. How did you arrive at that selection? That is one. And the topic for the convocation lecture, how art is the development of.
Thank you very much. Usually, our practice is to analyze the Nigerian environment and identify individuals who have contributed to the development of this nation. And on the basis of our analysis, we select these individuals for the award of fellows. And the first person which we mentioned here, Professor Yakubu, is the Executive Secretary of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, formerly known as ETF. And when we look at his contribution towards the education and development in Nigeria, provision of infrastructure, provision of funds for training, development in educational institutions, we consider him as an ideal person that should be awarded fellows in this polytechnic. Then we also look at the contribution of one of our alumni, that is Mr. B.C. Ono Soya. He was formerly, he graduated from this institution, and we look at his contribution in the financial sector, and we believe that he should also be awarded a fellow of this institution in recognition of our contribution and his own contribution to the development of this nation. Because when you look at this polytechnic, we can maintain it anywhere that we have contributed immensely towards the development of this nation. We have our graduates who are contributing their quota towards the development of this nation. If you look at the insurance industry and the banking industry, we find most of our graduates occupying top position. The ditto in the engineering sector, in the technological area. Then, when you look at the choice, the topic of the convocation lecture, the topic is mainly based on entrepreneurship, but we now link it with financing. Because we realize that the problem we face in Nigeria today is high rate of unemployment. And in an attempt to encourage, one of the strategies that we need to use in reducing the pace of unemployment in Nigeria is to encourage Nigerians to be self-employed. And Nigerians can only be self-employed if we expose them to the skills, to the knowledge of entrepreneurship. And if you expose anybody to entrepreneurship without solid financial background, then that business will definitely fail. And that is why that forms the basis of our choice of the topic. We want Nigerians to be self-employed, and we also want to expose them to how they are going to acquire and manage the funds to sustain and support their business.
I report for Choice FM. Sir, as the ninth rector of Lagos State Polytechnic, incidentally, the institution happens to be the only member of African Network for Scientific and Technological Institution in Nigeria. How will you assess the support that this institution is enjoying for this network?
We talk of the support which we are receiving from this institute. We are receiving support majorly in areas of research and training. In area of research and training, because the network has encouraged us to develop our personnel, particularly in the field of technology and engineering. And we also collaborate in research and development, because in the world today, the most important aspect of development is for us to collaborate. The world is beyond a situation where a single person will be conducting research. The contemporary research environment will require collaboration. And in terms of collaboration, we have achieved through our membership of this organization. Apart from that, we also have opportunities for receiving journals, periodicals from this organization, which will also enhance the teaching and the research ability of both the students and the lecturers.
Oh, yes, sir. Incidentally, I happen to be, I was once had my convocation in this school, maybe some 3 years ago or 4 years. And I actually know what I'm about to talk about. From this press conference, from this speech, I have that we are 5,510 students graduating again. And suddenly they will be coming with their friends, families, and relations, which means the school is expecting no fewer than 10,000 population on the field here. What is the school doing to curb the menace of some of the excesses of joyous communicating students and
Yeah, actually we, apart from the arrangement that we have divided the graduates into different schools for us to effectively and efficiently monitor them. That is in the aspect of management of the crowd. Then apart from that, we put a number of security measures in place. Because we are aware of the huge number of people that will that will also come for the convocation ceremony. The security measures in terms of the police, they are there. The LASPA, we have also invited the LASPA to monitor the traffic management. The aspect of the police is there. Even we also invited the private security personnel that will move around to ensure that we have a peaceful convocation ceremony. Apart from that, we also provide we have health facilities because our medical teams, they are on ground in case of any medical problem.
Director, my name is Prince Henry Ojoye. I report for the Factor magazine. I'm aware that the rector is about a year old in the school. Could you tell us what the problems on the ground when you came in were? How were you able to key into the situation? And as it is, the year is just about to roll out. Could you tell us the programs, aside from the existing structure that you have brought to bear since the last 1 year? Thank you.
Well, let me first of all try to correct certain things from your presentation. I am not a new person in this system. I joined the Polytechnic in 1985 as a lecturer too, and I wrote programs. So basically, I am not new with the Polytechnic, and I've been a member of management here for long. Now, actually, it will be difficult for us to say that to mention achievement within a year, but we have a lot that we have achieved. There are problems that we met when I became the rector. Now, we have issues with the staff welfare, particularly the pensioners. We have issues with the staff arrears. Then we also have problems relating to the management of the equipment donated to us by the National Council of Automobile, the Nigerian Automobile Council. Then we also have problems related to the completion of the ongoing projects. There are projects that are not fully completed, which we believe that they must be completed for us to actually improve on the infrastructure within the Polytechnic. So if you look at the problem relating to welfare, we have been able to pay some part of the arrears of the pensioners. Then we have also been able to pay some part of the salary arrears of staff from level 1 to 6. These are problems which we inherited that we have been able to solve. Then on the aspect of infrastructure, we have been able to complete the school of part-time evening donated by the ETF. Then the school of technology by God grace will also be completed before the convocation ceremony. So then we have also initiated projects for the benefit of the Polytechnic. Particularly, we have the project of the mechatronics workshop, which is ongoing. The mechatronic workshop is expected to house the mechatronic equipment donated by the Nigerian Council of Automobile. And that equipment is one in town, that is which will afford people within Lagos State opportunities of accessing their cars and make it the necessary repairs. Then apart from this, we have also been able to improve on staff training and development. In other words, we have improved on staff going on conferences, seminars, workshops. In fact, we have staff that are even going on international conferences. Then we have also improved on the provision of study leave with pay, and then for staff to even go on study leave outside Nigeria. And these are some of the achievements which we can record so far. But like I said, we don't need to start counting on what we achieved within just a year. Thank you.
That
the state government help fund some of these capital projects. Besides what the state government gives you, how do you manage to raise revenue to project your programs?
You are asking a very difficult question. Difficult question in the sense that when you look at educational institutions today, we are faced with problems of shortage of funds, and the government is taking its own part, but by ensuring that they provide subvention for tertiary institutions in Lagos State. But as an educational institution, we do not need to rely solely on government. We need to look inwards, and that is why we have, for instance, we have part-time programs which we use to augment the subvention of the government. We also have the contributions from some of our ventures like the LASPOTECH Consult, the LASPOTECH Guest House, and so on. And presently, that is why we are trying to ensure that we put the mechatronic workshop in place, because that workshop itself will be able to provide additional revenue. Apart from this, there are interventions from private, government, and as well as individuals. For instance, we have interventions from private. Recently, we have donation from the former DG of Radio Lagos, in time for the Ogumbawo, about we received the former PS Ogumbawo, the PS. So we have an intervention of 500,000 from the Committee of Friends of Mr. Ogumbawo. Then we also have intervention from Okoya, Razak Okoya, and apart from this, there are interventions from the government. Intervention for the federal government, for instance, the Tertiary Educational Trust Fund. They have been able to assist in staff training, immensely in staff training, in staff development, provision of infrastructure, and even to equip our library.
Well, in the absence of further questions, I want to call on the new registrar of the Polytechnic, like I said earlier on. You might still want to meet her today for the vote of thanks.
Yes, Director. Postgraduate exam. I want to thank all of you for coming. I know you are all partners in progress, and we are all working together to take the Polytechnic to greater heights, and we shall surely achieve that. On behalf of the entire management, I want to thank you for coming, and I say I wish you safe journey back to your destination. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah. To my colleagues who have been clamoring to meet with the rector, I have just discussed with the rector this morning another day to be fixed in his office for us to formally meet with him and further interact with him. This is purely official. That time we'll be able to relax more. Good afternoon once again. Thank you for coming. Thanking you already in advance of what good you will do for us. Thank you all.
In respect of the 28th competition segment of this Polytechnic Conference. And we are here to intimate the press with what we have been doing over the years and our intention to organize the competition segment for our graduates. Challenges, there are normal challenges that we find in an organization. Challenges of management of human resources as well as the funds. Because basically
human beings are difficult assets, and you need to determine how to relate with them to get the best of them. And that is one of the major challenges. Then the other one is that when you talk of finance, you hardly find all that you need. You need to manage to ensure that the funds are effective and ambitiously utilized. So these are the basic challenges that we are facing, but we have been trying one way or the other to ensure we manage the human resources to get best out of them by providing them with training, by trying to provide orientation on how to imbibe them, good attitude them to work, and by ensuring that the little funds that we have, we are able to manage them effectively and efficiently. Thank you. Thank you.